time, conversations, helping elderly people with things around their houses, shoveling for our neighbors, sending cards to others, helping at a shelter. The list can go on and on and of examples of true important gifts, things people really need. However, in our me society, these are the things that we don't give because we are thinking about ourselves and our wants. Yet the idea of giving something that's providing value to a person is the meaning of this. Welcome back to Defeating Weekly. I'm your host, Craig Olson. Thank you for, as always, checking out this week's episode and sharing your thoughts, liking the posts. Please share with others as well. I'm super excited and have a very big passion for these podcasts, so I'd love to hear from you. And if they are something you appreciate, sharing with others just furthers the opportunity to reach as many as we can. This week's episode, I'm super excited about. It's something that I think is very important and timely, and that's the idea of giving versus taking. Now, with Christmas fast approaching, the malls, stores, and Amazon are running at full capacity. Kids are writing their letters to Santa, and presents are starting to fill under our trees. This time of year is often referred to as the season for giving. However, this is not always the case. In fact, I would argue that for many people, this concept has been skewed into the season of receiving, which I think is actually a nicely worded, and it should be more along the line of season of expecting things to be given to you. So often we focus on the things we want and quit looking around and seeing the needs of those around us. This world is full of needs, and we all have the ability to help. Yes, this time of year is focused on giving physical things. However, that is not always the needs we should be looking for. In fact, I would argue that gifts wrapped in fancy wrapping paper are rarely the true needs. They are nice and make people feel good, but not the most important gifts we receive. Time, conversations, helping elderly people with things around their houses, shoveling for our neighbors, sending cards to others, helping at a shelter. The list can go on and of examples of true important gifts, things people really need. However, in our me society, these are the things that we don't give because we are thinking about ourselves and our wants. Yet the idea of giving something that's providing value to a person is the meaning of the season. I was talking with a coworker today, shout out to Boardwell, who actually gave me the idea for this week's topic. We started talking and discussed how one of the best things we can get are memories. It's the time playing games as a family during Christmas, or the meal that we shared, or the adventure of time going out to get the Christmas tree as a family. I shared one of my all-time favorite memories as a child. Growing up, we typically received one big present for the year. And for us, honestly, stockings were usually the most fun for us. When I was about 8 years old, my parents gave me a memory that's lasted a lifetime. Under the tree, I didn't see a large box with my name on it, but there was one final small present. As I began opening it, it was a bit of a disappointed feeling to see a piece of paper. Yet, as I began to read it, the excitement exploded. And over the next few minutes, I traveled around our house, following clues to the next clue wrapped in a box, wondering if this would be the present. Finally, the last box told me to go outside, and there was the present, a brand new bike. While the bike was amazing and I had a lot of fun with it, it's the memory of the experience that left a lasting impact on me that I will remember forever. I think about when Rachel was going through her cancer treatments and we were struggling. People provided us with gifts, but not in the way of gifts that were fun, but with time helping with our boys, or meals that gave us a break from having to try and find time to cook in spite of our exhaustion. Another fond memory I had was actually Rachel's last Christmas. One evening, there was a knock on our door, and one of the men from our church was outside. He asked me to come outside for a second, and when I walked around the corner, there were at least 10 other people there. They explained that they wanted to do something special for us, and if it was okay for them to decorate our house. Out came blow up decorations and Christmas lights galore. Over the next couple of hours, our house went from a wreath and a small set of lights on the garage to a winter wonderland. It wasn't the things they provided us, but the love they shared and showed with us. That was the true gift. So, action steps for this week are really more kind of thoughts and things to think about. So, first one, gifts don't have to cost money. The best gift we can give someone is our love. It may come in many ways. Look for opportunities around you to give. Our world is full of those hurts and struggling. While you may not have the resources to provide them with things, there's always a way we can help others. So keep your eyes open for those opportunities. The second one, if you're going through difficult times and in need yourself, don't feel bad about accepting help from others. I have fought pride my whole life, feeling like it was a knock on me to take from others when I felt like others had it worse than me. However, be grateful when you receive something from others. Your response could be the gift someone else needs. And finally, gifts are exciting in the moment, but we rarely remember them long term. Memories for ourselves and those around us are what truly lasts forever. This week's quote is giving and receiving are different expressions of the same flow of energy in the universe. And that was by Deepak Chopra. And it's just this idea of it's when we're giving and receiving gifts, there's not just this handing over, but there's this dynamic, this sharing of really love to each other when we're presenting those gifts. So, really kind of thinking about giving, receiving in this different understanding of it being a show of love for another human being. As always, I hope you guys have a great day and defeat the week.